everyone. My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, welcome to another part of the creation process of our entry for this month's TUPR challenge, which is titled A Bond. So yeah, this is a scene from chapter 25 of the book Gregor the Overlander by Suzanne Collins. This book right here, there's actually a different cover for it, but that's actually the cover of the book that I own. But yeah, this is supposed to be part 5, I think. Part 5. Let's get rid of that. Part 5, I think, of the creation process, where we're gonna be giving the animation some base color, just some parts of it, because the wing part is something that I want to do on a separate video, because I want to try to do some rigging with it. Like, we're gonna rig we're gonna do like a 2D rig or something. Excuse me. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started with this thing. We are gonna give base color to to both Ares's head. I mean, just this part right here. Everything we're gonna give base colors, everything except the wings. So let me just turn off the wings for now, since we're not gonna be animating them, and I'm just gonna show to you the progress of the cleanup. So I'm done like cleaning up this parts. I'm done cleaning up the animations for like Ares's head and the body and Gregor here, and hopefully everything's going well with the stream. So yeah, I'm done cleaning up Ares's head. The body will not be moving anyway; it's static, but there will be fur later on, which is also going to be on a separate video. Also, Gregor's head, his body is not going to be moving. So yeah, this is the progress so far. Tell you what, I'm just gonna turn on the wings for now, but it won't be moving. It would be static because I haven't animated it yet. I didn't do the cleanup yet. So it looks ridiculous because the teeth is visible. So that's actually it. So yeah, the cleanup is looking great. And right now we're gonna do some base colors. So I'm just gonna lock all the layers here. So we have Ares's ears. We're gonna start coloring from the bottom to the top. So I'm gonna start with Ares's body first, then Gregor's body, and so on and so forth. We're gonna start from the bottom so that slowly but surely we cover up those things that needs to be covered up, like like this part right here where the teeth is visible. That's gonna be covered up by the color later on. So yeah, guess let's get started with it. So I'm gonna create a new layer here. Make sure that I selected the Gregor Ares main layer, the layer for Gregor and Ares, like the main layer, the layer that has most of the animations in it. And I'm working on that first, so that we're dealing with the biggest part of the animation, and then we're only gonna be dealing with the simple ones later on. But the wings would still be sort of challenging, and also the fur. So yeah, let's give color to Ares's body right here, which should be this part. As you can see, blinking in there. So I'm gonna create a new layer below it. Let's move this layer. I'm gonna name this dash. That's a dash, right? Ares underscore body color. I guess base color. So the dash will indicate that it's part of this layer. It's like a child of this layer or something. It's not really functioning like that, But just so there's like a difference on the names and I can easily find what are the base colors and what are the lines, I named it like this. So anyways, let's do the color, which should be easy. For the color, I think I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna go to the material first, the material tab right here. Material properties. I'm gonna add a new material. New. I'm gonna name this Aries body base for the color. And I'm gonna uncheck stroke and check fill, and I'm just gonna bring this up a bit for Aries' body color, base color, because Aries is a black bat, but we don't want it to be like really black. Just want it to be kind of lighter. Maybe this will do, because color grading and other stuff later will make this color darker. So we need to make it kind of lighter now. And for this one, like I said, make sure I selected the right layered, right object, grease pencil object. I'm gonna go to draw mode. I'm gonna grab this circle, and I'm just gonna go something like this. Oh wait. Also, we have to make sure that we're selecting the right layer here. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm not sure what's... I guess that's just appearing. So I've created a circle here because, you know, it's easier to do that and to use the fill, especially for parts like at the back here. So anyways, I'm gonna go to edit mode here. I'm just gonna grab it. Make sure that proportional editing is on. I'm just gonna grab this color right here, right behind the head there, and I'm just gonna align it with the lines up here and the outlines for Aries' body. So yeah, hopefully the stream is good. I don't think I don't think Mbuddy's here yet because they're playing Apex. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. This will be uploaded later as like a video in the channel, so those of you who can't make it to the live stream can still watch it later on, or you know, right now if you're, you know, if it's in the future and you're watching this. Thanks for watching, by the way. Hopefully you'll stick till the end, and hopefully I'll be able to share some Blender knowledge here, some Blender 2D knowledge, because we are making a 2D animation here in Blender. And it's looking pretty good, considering that I'm not exactly 2D animating that much. So I'm just gonna drag the edges of the circle here to form the shape of our outline here. It's so easy to do with Blender because of how you can just manipulate each point of like, you know, like a fill here. Is what I like about doing 2D animation in Blender. So I'm just gonna grab, put it there, and then right here, right there, and we gotta make sure that there's no gap. By pressing Q to not show the overlays, or you know, pressing this one. Q is something that I assigned myself. It's not Blender default settings. So if you press Q, quick favorites may come out and not change the overlays for you. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything's good here before moving on to the next one. And that part behind Gregor shouldn't be that visible. Yeah, now we have the base color for the body. So yeah, that's good. Can go back to camera view. and gonna lock this layer, because now we're gonna proceed to Gregor body. I'm gonna add a new layer here below Gregor body. I'm gonna name it dash Gregor body base color. So Gregor's body base color will have multiple fill objects on it. And yeah, we're gonna be using the fill tool for this one. So I'm gonna create a new material here. New, name this Gregor clothes, because Gregor's clothes are like a uniform. It has the same colors. I think that's how it is in the book, because he's given like a set of clothes for guests. I think it's kind of bluish, or maybe the no, I think it's like a material that's made from the spider's silk or some spider's web or something, because spoiler alert, spiders make some of them humans clothes in Underland. They like trade with the giant spiders. I guess I'm gonna go with that color for now. I can always change that later. But yeah, I'm just gonna give Gregor's clothes here one color, because they're like a uniform. So we have a Gregor clothes color here. I'm gonna hide some of the layers below it for now. I'm also going to hide the wings. I'm just gonna make sure that there's no other colors obstructing, or other layers obstructing our shirt here, including Gregor's head. So we're gonna make sure that that's not there. So I'm just gonna turn that off and decapitate Gregor. Okay, now we can go back to this layer, go to draw mode, get the fill tool, and just fill like this. I'm probably gonna change some settings so that there's no like empty spaces on it. And I think it can be changed right here in advanced. Oh no, it's just right here. Leak. Set it to 1 pixel, so that there's no like gaps on the corners. Probably gonna turn off backpack as well. The backpack layer. And now we have a problem. I can probably do something like this. Control. It's not control. Control Z. I think it was Alt to close gaps. Control. Was it control or Alt? To close gaps. I forgot how to close gaps in grease pencil. Sorry about that. This is supposed to be... This is not a tutorial, so I guess it's fine. I guess I'm just gonna control it. And just do something like this maybe. Just so the gaps are filled up there. Also here. Probably something like this. And then I can do the fill. It would be good. Let's go to front view. Fill that. Make sure that the gaps, so I'm control plus dragging to like draw a fill over some areas that are not filled up properly there. So we're good with Gregor's clothes. I can now turn on the backpack again. Probably also going to add a new material. Call this Gregor Skin. Gregor Skin. And Gregor Skin would... I've decided that in my adaptations, Gregor is a Filipino. So it's gonna have like a light brown skin, which is what's described in the book anyway. So I guess it's still accurate. It's just not mentioned what race he is, but he can be any race that has a light brown color. And I think since I'm Filipino, kind of biased in my decision in making him Filipino. He's like Filipino American. Some of you may want him to be a black American, but Filipinos are even more underrepresented in like a lot of Hollywood stuff. So I'm, you know, I guess it's appropriate to make him Filipino. So I'm gonna increase the leak size here because this is supposed to be closed, and I think it's because of the leak size. That's why it's not filling up properly. And it is all in straight like that. So yeah, it colors all of the. It works here. It's just that this one. I can always do something like this. Control, drag, and just do that. And problem solved. Now let's go with the sandals. The sandals for Underlanders is not gonna be designed like that. That's just how I designed it. Kind of made it like a Naruto sandals, but not exactly. Anyways, I'm just gonna go Gregor sandals. Gregor sandal. Make it. I'm actually going to make it like a Naruto sandal color. Something like this. Probably gonna make it kind of brownish. For making it leather or something. Yeah. It's just base color for this stream. Coloring. Gregor there. So now I can turn back the body on. Next, we're gonna color the backpack. I actually need to turn off everything here as we color the backpack, which is I'm just going to use the Gregor leather, I guess, or something. Gregor leather, because I think it was mentioned that the backpack is made of leather. I'm not sure. It's probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna go uncheck that. I'm gonna make sure that the backpack has a new layer for the base color. So I'm gonna create dash, back, base, color. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna control. Something like this. This part should be covered by Gregor's head, so it's fine to not color it all the way. But we'll see later. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, we'll see. No, not like that. It's supposed to be control and dragging just to close gaps here. Here as well, control. I actually might have to turn on Gregor body here so I don't accidentally color over other spots here. Just gonna go like that. Yeah, see, it colors the outline as well. It's not good. Maybe I can put this in Gregor's body instead. This part of the backpack, because you know, the backpack's gonna be. This part of the backpack will be static, so I guess it's fine. So yeah, something like that. Actually, no. No. I guess just this part right here. Yeah. Lock that. Go here. Turn off everything. Don't lock the backpack base color. That's what we need. And I'm just gonna I'm just gonna fix that later. So let's fill that and then fill up the, like, there are spots here that aren't filled up. Here as well. And this one gonna fill it up properly. So I'm using a mouse for this one, by the way. But I can also use the tablet. It may be easier to do it. Yes. Yeah, it is easier. Don't have to like keep repeating it. So we've colored the backpack. Let's turn on everything else. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't look good here. Let me delete some of this stuff here. Delete that. And delete this. I'm just gonna use this to cover up some parts there. And this should do the trick. Yeah, that shouldn't be too obvious that there's some lousiness in the color there, but yeah. Let's turn on the layers below again. So we've colored Gregor's body here. Next is Gregor's. Call it the backpack. We can lock that now. I actually need to draw Gregor's neck here because I think I forgot to draw the neck part for Gregor. Yeah, there's no neck there. Let's just quickly do something about that. Gregor neck. Make sure I selected the solid stroke final. I'm just gonna draw. Oops. Still selecting the fill tool. I'm supposed to be selecting the draw tool. So I'm just gonna draw something like this for the neck. And that should be good. But I might have to add more here. Okay, just a quick animation for the neck here. I'm gonna delete this so that it adds. Actually, let's go back and delete all of the neck parts. And then I'm just gonna draw it like this. And probably also add like the neck here. Because that will have to be animated. Like that. I'm gonna go back to this layer again. I'm kind of late with the reply, little birdie the first. But yeah, there's the head right there. I just hit it because I want to be able to like color the parts like at the back of the head here. So just gonna select all of the neck, add a keyframe by doing this dragging and then left clicking, or I can press I and insert, insert or duplicate active keyframe. That's what it does actually. So I'm gonna go to the next keyframe right here, which is the head. Go tilting up like that, and we're just gonna animate this neck area here like this. And that's all there is actually. I can just then do this sequence, interpolate and then sequence, and the neck will animate. And I can just go to the part where the head goes down again. Get this keyframe right here. Shift S, the current frame. Shift D, the frame when the neck was down, when the head was down. And then do the sequence thing again. And we have did a quick animation of the neck. Okay. This mouth area is gonna be covered with fur, by the way, so I didn't really animate the lip sync that much. Anyways, let's go back to base coloring. So I need to create a new layer below Gregor's neck and give that part a base color. And for the base color of the neck, I am going to, let's see. I gotta make sure that Gregor Skin is selected. And for the neck, what I'm going to do is actually something like what I did with Ares' body. Oh, hey there, Mbuddy. Glad you could make it. Did you win? Did you win the Apex? Did you become champions? Anyways, let's color the neck. For the neck, I'm just gonna go and get. I'm gonna go to draw mode. Use a circle. I'm just gonna go something like this. Enter that. I'm gonna turn off the rest of the layers above here, so I can easily see what we're working on here. I'm gonna go tab to edit mode. Just yeah, like what we did with Ares' body. Just drag some stuff here. Just drag it like this so we can color the neck. So I'm doing it like this so that because you'll find out soon enough. It makes animation really easy. Doing it like this. Especially animating the color. I think. That's just what I think. But yeah, now we have the neck. Color. Let's turn on the head. And the head, I'm going to do the same thing actually. I'm just going to use a circle. I will need to turn on everything else just so we have a reference of how big the head will be. So just save it. And then add a new layer. Dash Gregor head base color. I should really name this base color as well. The neck. And make sure there's a space there. Select the Gregor head base color. I'm gonna select the circle again. And we're still gonna be using the same material, so I'm not gonna be changing that. And we're just gonna, do this. It's fine if it overlaps because we can always do something like this. So, like that. So this part will be covered by the hard hat, so it's fine to not be too meticulous on that one. Last thing you want is working on stuff that will later on be covered up anyways. So just focus more on the, stuff like this part right here. This will be visible. So let's make sure that this part is great. And also make sure that the ears is also colored up nicely. But the ears will be on Gregor. I think the ears is part of Gregor's hair layer right here, so we're gonna make that a problem later. We're gonna focus on the head, which is just just the head part. So we're done with the head right here. Now we can proceed to the eyes, and for the eyes we are going to have to do a bit of animating for the head actually, so we can proceed to the eyes. So I'm gonna go here to this layer, gonna make sure that the head base color is unlocked. I'm gonna tab this, I'm gonna eye and duplicate active keyframe. That should make a keyframe of this one. And I'm gonna go to this layer and I'm just gonna rotate this to animate it. And just roughly, or not really roughly, just try our best to really copy how the head's shaped here. And hopefully that it will not be late. like that. This part is going to be covered by a lot of things, so not to worry about, not going to be worrying about that. So here we go, and I can do that sequence thing again. Sequence for the head layer, but there's a part where it's light right there, right here. We can fix that frame by frame instead of like making our heads ache. Yeah, I can fix it frame by frame. Let's go frame by frame here. It's only a few frames anyway, so it's fine. This wouldn't take too long. Or maybe, let's see. Oh well, let's do it frame by frame. Yeah, there's a part right here which is covered by the hard hat, so I guess it's fine. Let's worry about stuff right here, stuff that we can see on camera. Okay, this frame. So hopefully this will like cover like the basics of adding base color and animating them within Blender for your animations. And this part's already visible to the camera, so let's make sure that that's not. And then we're just gonna go finish this up. Probably gonna ended up fixing a whole lot of frames that we think was just a few frames, but actually a lot of frames. But yeah, it's an easy fix. Yeah, it's not that complicated, I think. Easy fix, just dragging and dropping. I mean, dragging some strokes here, some points, and because of proportional editing, it's, you know, everything else follows nicely. Okay, that's good. This right here. We're good. And then I think the rest of the frames are already nice. There's just yeah, a few gaps here and there. But yeah, at this point things is great. I should also do the same thing for Gregor's like base color, just so we're done with it. Make sure selected that. I'm gonna duplicate active keyframe in this frame. I'm gonna go to the next frame. I'm just gonna go. What did I just do? I hit it. Pressed I instead of G. I mean H instead of G. I'm just gonna actually go and do this. And do the sequence thing again. This one should be working. It should work right away. But there's a part here where that it overlaps on the backpack. We don't want that. So we're gonna have to put the backpack above it. Above the Gregor neck. And that should fix the problem. And it should be below the head. Okay, we're good. This part is not good. Gregor's body base color. And let's unlock that for a while. Let's go back to frame 1. I'm just gonna go and adjust it quickly. These parts are not gonna be animated, so it's fine, even if we don't do much. Okay, we're good here. Now let's go to this frame so we can properly color Gregor's eyes here. So for Gregor's eyes, I will have to... I'm gonna go object mode. Let's go to create a new layer here. Gregor eyes base color. And then let's immediately make sure that every other layer is locked so that we don't accidentally like edit it when we're editing the current layer. So yeah, let's keep going. For the eyes, I'm gonna start with the pupils here. Probably need to make a separate layer for that one, by the way. So I'm gonna go. Looks like I'm in the wrong part here. So I'm gonna create a new layer. Gregor pupil base color. So I'm just gonna focus on the pupils for now. Let's add a Gregor I1, which will be, I think, the white parts. Gregor I white, I guess. Tell you what, let's name this Gregor I1, I2. That should be eyes, because it's for both eyes. So I'm gonna focus more on the white parts here. So let's see, go right here. I'm gonna set this to a fill, slightly in a yellowish tone, or maybe bluish. And then I'm just gonna go in the, maybe, I'm gonna grab a circle for this one. Just, you know, like that. Tab that. Go to edit mode. Rotate. Like this. So I'm not worrying about overlapping because we're gonna cover that up real soon. Just like that. Just roughly follow the eyes right here. It's fine if we overlap a bit. And since I actually just duplicated the eyes for the other one, I'm just gonna also duplicate this one and just rotate it. Scale it down some. And just positioning it right there. I guess that's fine. We're good. Yeah, looks like Mbuddy's right. We need to fix the clothing for the other one, which will not be difficult because there's only 2 keyframes. I only need to delete that other keyframe right there. Let's go to Gregor base color. You can just unlock that, delete this keyframe right here, and we're good. Not to worry about that, Mbuddy. That would be an easy fix. It would be difficult if I already made some sequences to it, or in-betweens. But since, you know, I did not animate shirt, we're fine. And I think most of the stuff here are fine. So we can keep going. So there's the eyes. Next, I'm going to actually probably need to make another layer for the pupils. This is the part where I'm not always sure if I'm going to put the pupils and the white area of the eyes, but I think it would be safer to just create a new layer. Gregor, pupils. This is gonna be pupils now. Base. Color. Or, you know, whatever is the name of that part of Gregor, eye, pupil. Pupil or iris. Iris. Which part is the iris of the eye? Going to have to yeah, it should be pupil. Pupil is the black part, like the center of the eye here, and the iris is. So I guess I'm gonna start with the iris. It's gonna be a different color. The iris, Gregor would have a brown eye, so iris will be brown. So let's grab a brown color here. We still need to put like details on that as well, but you know, we're gonna settle with this brown color for now. Probably a bit darker. I'm just gonna go and create a circle roughly following that one right there. Or maybe we can, yeah, that works. I'm gonna lock this other layer here so we don't accidentally select it, and I'm just gonna go shifty this one and scale it down. And there we go. Next is the pupil. Looks like I need to create a new layer for that as well. Iris. Lock this and create a new layer again. I just want to separate this per layer so that later when we want to make some changes with it, it's not gonna be too difficult. It'd be easy to make some changes. So now let's create a new material. Gregor eye pupil. Uncheck stroke, make it a fill, and then I think just something like this will do. Maybe darker. And we're just gonna go and add a pupil there. Are the pupils dilated? I don't think so. Maybe it dilates when Gregor says that he trusts Gregor. I mean, trusts Aries, or when he says, "I believe you." Maybe I can animate it that way. I don't know. It'd be too much of it. Be too much, and it won't be that visible anyway. So I'm probably not gonna animate the eyes like that. And looks like the pupils aren't that dark. I guess I'm gonna go with a black, like completely black color. There we go. Now we can proceed to this layer, which is currently empty, to cover up parts here. So I'm gonna start by using a Gregor Skin color. And for this one, I'm actually going to try and draw it. Or probably a circle will not hurt for this one. So it's barely visible because it's the same color as the skin. But it will be visible later when we go to edit mode. We can see the lines. So I'm just gonna go with something like this. To cover up parts of the eye here. Like that. And I can probably copy this one, shifty it below, and use proportional editing to just drag some points here so we can cover up parts of the eye. And now you will see why, you know, I kind of overlap the eye there. It makes it this part's gonna be a pain in the butt, so we'll have to do this. Just so there's enough space there for the eyes too. What's a real challenge for this one will be the shadow. Yeah, there we go. Just need to properly cover up that. And I actually need to put this. Okay, now we have a problem. Now we have a problem, which is not exactly a problem. I can fix it by doing this. I'm gonna go unlock Gregor's eyes here. This is one of the things that I failed to anticipate. I'm gonna have to go frame by frame now, though. Let's see what we can do here. So, yeah, there's no fill here yet, so we didn't animate the fill for the eyes yet. Tell you what, I think I'll deal with it later when we've done animating the eyes. Yeah, this like overlap of this circle right here. We're gonna deal with that later. For now, let's keep going with the coloring here. I'm gonna color the oh wait! It is separate. So what I can do is move this down. Down here. No, down right here. That works. Now that looks nice. Okay, I actually don't have a problem. I actually anticipated this. Good thing my past self anticipated this, so we're good. We can't keep going. I'm probably gonna use Aries body base color for this eyelash here, which I will use just a draw tool. Just, you know, draw this part right here. Or maybe, no, not like that. I'm gonna go with a new material here, Gregor, here. And hopefully things are going well on the stream. And yeah, welcome Carly Car. Hopefully you're still watching. It looks like my acknowledgement of your presence here is late. But yeah, let's make a new Gregor hair material here. Make it brownish. Make it kind of brown and then darker. We can always change that later. If it doesn't work. There we go. We have color for the eyelashes. I probably also need to change the color of the iris or the eyes. But we'll see. So I'm gonna use that there, and also for the eyebrows here. I did not draw another eyebrow because it's gonna be below the hard hat anyway. So yeah, I kept it like that. So we have all that there. Now I'm gonna unlock all of the base color for the eyes right here. And tab to edit mode. Probably close the pupils. Probably unlock, lock the others actually, and just focus here in this layer. And I'm gonna deselect the eyebrows. We don't need that one. I'm just gonna shift D. And let's just align this as much as we can to this other eye. Probably scale a bit more. We can just adjust this in edit mode to properly follow this eye right here. And there we have it. Gregor's eyes. We can then go and unlock this and animate these things by... So I'm gonna go to this, the dope sheet for a while, because I'm gonna copy this keyframe right here as all the keyframes for the eyes. So I'm just gonna Shift D that and copy it over here. I'm gonna go back to previews, and then I'm just gonna animate them going down here. Let's see. This is gonna be tricky. So I guess I'm just gonna try and follow the... Gonna like animate like that. And I'm gonna mostly follow the circle, the SZ. Mostly follow the circle here of the eye. We'll be needing this, the eyelashes, more. Make sure we copy the majority. Like that. We're gonna be doing a lot of things for this later. I just need to make sure that everything's covered up here. I'm gonna bring down the eye white. Bring this down some. Oops, not that one. This one. Cover that up. And it seems like there's a part here that's still visible, which is not that big of a deal, hopefully. But let's keep going. Select all of this guys right here and bring it down. Then I'm gonna drag it. Like so. Like that. And this may be... What is this thing doing here? Oh well, just leave it there. I don't want to delete it. It might be an essential thing on the next frame. So make sure that that fills up all of the eyebrows there. I'm gonna prioritize editing the eyelashes more. Hopefully it, you know, it will deform properly when we add the sequence later. Then I'm gonna select all of this, bring it back to the circle right there, and all of the eyes. Just make it smaller. Make sure it follows like the edges here, the way we've edited it for the previous keyframe. That's important, actually. And then let's grab the rest, bring it back. This will have some issues, I think. We'll see. So I'm just gonna go do it like this. Hopefully it works right off the bat, but if it doesn't, we're gonna have to do some editing. So it's almost an hour. We're probably only gonna finish Gregor's base color here, and I'm gonna do Aris's base color on a off recording. But I will finish the base color of the main layer here today. So I'm gonna turn off hard hat because it's kind of obstructing the view here. So let's keep going here. And let's see, let's try sequencing this. Hopefully it works. Looks like it does. Let's see. Ooh, it works. Right off the bat. Oh yeah. That looks nice. There we go. Noise. That looks really nice. I like that it works right off the bat. There's some issues here and there, but yeah, that's probably not that big of a deal. It's not even that visible when you it won't be that visible when you render it, I think. We can always go ahead and fix it, but just look at that. Nice. Okay. I guess we can keep going. I'm just gonna finish coloring all of Gregor for this stream. And I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing for Ares' head here. But Ares' head will be less complicated, I think. Hopefully. But anyways, let's keep coloring. I'm gonna lock the eyes now, because you know it works nicely. I guess the next one would be the teeth. So I'm gonna go dash, Gregor, teeth, face, color. I'm gonna add. Let's rush through this one. Add a new material, Gregor, teeth. I will probably also have to make a Gregor mouth material for like inside the mouth. Make it kind of yellowish. Yellow teeth. Kind of yellowish. Gregor's not a perfect toothbrusher or whatever. But anyways. Maybe I'll deal with the teeth on a different off recording because it's animated. Yeah, it's animated. I'm not gonna deal with that with this right now. I'm actually gonna delete this for now, so that I won't think later that I'm done with it. So Gregor teeth, mouth. Gregor nose. We're gonna deal with that later. We're gonna go with the hair for now. So Gregor, hair, base, color. So Gregor's hair will be easier to animate. So I'm gonna start here. Gregor hair, base color. Did it add a keyframe? No, it doesn't. We're good. Now instead of this being Gregor teeth, I actually have Gregor hair. Actually, we're done. We have all the colors we need already. We don't need to make a new material. We just need to color the ears. So I'm gonna color the ears here. I'm gonna go to draw mode, add a circle, and I'm just gonna go not like that. I'm gonna go Gregor Skin. I can't see it because it's the same color as the skin, but if I go to tab into edit mode, we'll see the circle that we just created here. And it's easy to see because it's like a perfect circle. So I'm just gonna go with something like this. I think will be great. And then let's go for the hair. For the hair, I'm just gonna go and draw it. So I'm gonna go to tab into front view here. And then let's go and select Gregor hair. And I'm gonna have to turn on the hard hat so that there's a guide that I can follow. Probably I don't need the guide, but you know, it doesn't hurt to turn it on right now so that I don't have to draw too much. Just, you know, something like that for the hair, and like this. So I'm just going to draw the hair part right here and fix in edit mode stuff that will have to be fixed. So I'm gonna close that as much as I can. I'm gonna tab into edit mode. And I think most of these are already looking nice anyway, so we're good. There's just a spill here. And now we can animate this. We're gonna go to this next frame, and we're just gonna rotate it, go right here. And there's gonna be a whole lot of editing happening, but it's fine. We just need to make sure that it's aligned properly. There's actually a part right here that we'll need to... Yeah, never mind. Let's X for a while. Let's close for a while. Close it. I mean, delete that. Let's go back to this frame. I actually need to make more colors, like right here. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to this frame again. And then I'm gonna set the 3D cursor as a pivot point so I can rotate it like that. And sort of align it. And then edit more in edit mode. This should be the last thing we'll do for this stream. I can probably also include the hard hat for this stream. I don't know, probably not, because it's already an hour. We're way past our schedule. So I'm just gonna go drag and drop this here. Like that. It's fine if that's overlapped. I think the rest here is good. I just need to drag and drop. I mean drag some edges here back. And this will have a lot of the editing here because need to realign stuff. Yeah, we're over time. So hopefully I'm dragging the right points here, because if I'm not, it will cause some issues for the sequence, which will not make it look nice. Like this, the sequence thing, the interpolate thing we're doing here. Just dragging this part right here. Hopefully this is gonna work right off the bat as well, like the eyes, but kinda not. I'm kinda losing the belief on that one, because we're moving a whole lot of points here, and I'm not sure if I'm putting them on the right spots from where they were. Considering like the shape of the hair. But yeah, this makes, you know, animating stuff really easy. Just doing it this way instead of like filling up each base color frame by frame, which I think how it is usually done. I'm not sure. There's probably ways to make it easier, but you know, I'm not an experienced 2D animator. I don't know how the industry does it. Just kind of figuring out how I do it if it were me. So yeah, this will probably not work. We'll see. I will probably have to redo this off recording. But that should cover up the hair again. But we'll see what it looks like when we sequence it. So yeah, there's some slight errors, but I think it can be fixed frame by frame. Yeah, that's it for now. Hopefully I've shared like enough knowledge. Obviously, this kind of stuff takes a lot of time, and there are still stuff you need to edit frame by frame, but you know, it's easier when you can just drag points and then interpolate the sequence. But yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching until this point. to both of you who are watching live stream, watching this live, or watching it after the live stream. Yeah, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, liking the video if you've learned some things, subscribing to the Doodle Boat if you want to see more, and also follow Doodle Notes Productions in all parts of the internet. That's where I will be publishing the final result of this animation. Also, thank you to my KoFi givers, the Golden Doodle Fuel givers, the Magnolia Weathershield, Erick Madrigal, Elizabeth Munie, Tristan Wintle, GulliermoGage, and Mbuddy. Thank you so much for the Golden Doodle Fuels. And yeah, if you want to support me in all of my endeavors like those guys, just go to ko-fi.com/doodlenotes-productions. Right there on the screen, go to that. Check out the page. Maybe you'll find you want to be able to help me or something, or you want to get the perks, which is one would be VIP on my Discord server, where we can chat. You can ask some Blender stuff and all that jazz. Yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. My name is MJ Vilchaz, and yeah, I'm gonna go and finish the base color for this one, so that everybody can make his sticker thing, whatever, animated emoji. Anyways, bye.